Hey guys, you're watching C1 and only. My name is AJ, and we are back on another episode of Let's Build a City, closing in on episode 150. What a milestone that is. I mean, that's so much work, there's so many hours, but we are missing quite an important thing for a sort of tourist city, isn't it? This is sort of a bit of almost a tourist city. We've got a lot of touristy based stuff. We've got a little fun fair here. We've got, a big beach here, big beached city. But we've got this space here, right? And people have been asking for a casino. And I thought, yeah, that's a cool idea, a casino. I've got a little bit of an idea on how I want to do this in my head. Let's clear my throat. Now, I don't want it to be huge. And I don't want it to be tall as, like, the cathedral or some of the skyscrapers that we've got over there. I don't want it really big. It'll be out of place if we do it too big. However, I would like to get it maybe a couple of blocks taller than the big beef roller coaster that we've got there. So maybe at sort of this height or something like that. And originally, I was thinking here. But then I was thinking, well, that's not wide enough for the height. Not for the design that I wanted to do. I want a really casino-y looking design. So I thought, well, there isn't anywhere else on the world. It won't really fit in there, and it'll look out of place in between the modern houses. Why not build it this way? And then we can go out here. We'll still have pathways coming round to the rides. It suits the sort of fun fair area, casino, fun fair, stuff like that. So I think it'll look really, really nice. I am wondering what block we should make it out of, though. I'm thinking quartz. I'm also thinking glass blocks and not paint, and that's the reason what we'll talk about later. And either stained clay or wool. What is blacker? Black wool or black stained clay? I like the black stained clay. I like the texture on it. Okay, so let's go with that. And red stained clay, just to match it the same. So, obviously, we've got to call our casino. There's always a casino called Lucky 13. So that's what we're going to call it. The Lucky 13 Casino. And this road is going to continue on a little bit further. We'll have a little bit of a car park on maybe that side. But I want it to be a really cool shape. And I think what we're going to do is maybe start at this side and work our way backwards. Let's start with quartz at the back here. Now, I'm really not sure on what shape to do it. What I'm thinking is 3 blocks, 3 blocks, 3 blocks, 3 blocks, 3 blocks. I don't want it too big. We need to have enough space at the front. I want like a fountain out the front, a really nice fountain, casino style fountain. But then what we're going to do is we're going to come 3 blocks back like this. I think 3 step is a really nice amount. It's easy for you guys to be able to build as well. Okay, we've gone too far though. We're not going to be able to get this as big as what I originally had in my head because we haven't got the space for it. But actually, it might look better. A little bit smaller than what I thought. And it won't take us long, which is great. I hate it when I have to spend hours and hours on something. Okay, so let's have the entrance 5 blocks wide, and then we match this up again. Hopefully we've got enough room. 1, 2, 3. And then like down there. Yeah, that's going to be good. And then we kind of come out like this. Really cool shape. I've never done a building such a strange shape before. Okay, let's do... Can we do one more? Okay, and we're going to do one... Oh, we can't do one more on this side. Okay, we'll take that away. That's fine. It's fine. We don't want to get too close to the entrance of this anyway. Okay, so then this is the back. So then what we're going to do is we're going to come... Let's do like a 1, and then a 3. And then a 3, and then a 3. So can you sort of tell the shape of what we're trying to achieve? It's like, I don't know what shape it would be. I'll go up in the sky and see if you guys can like tell me what shape this is. There must be a mathematical name for this shape, I'm sure. And then let's come out one more, and then we'll go in one. That's pretty cool. What shape would that be, apart from the Batman? It sort of looks like Batman's logo. That's a cool shape, though. That's a really cool shape. It's going to look great in white as well, isn't it? So, these windows, this is where why I'm using blocks instead of panes. I'm thinking either 2 or 3 high windows. What would look better? 3 high windows? Now, I know, in real life, there's some things about casinos that you might not know. In real life, casinos will have no windows, and in general, casinos have no windows, and they have no clocks. And the reason for that is they deliberately put no windows in it, so you can't tell what time of day it is. You can't tell if it's day or night time, so you can't go, oh, I'm late, my wife's going to kill me. You know, they want to keep you in there as much as possible. And that's the same reason with clocks. They don't put clocks in there, so you don't realise what time it is. You know, it could be like 3:30 in the morning, and you're still there spinning away. And there's a few other little really, really interesting things about skyscraper. Let's have it like that. About casinos. For example, they're deliberately set out to be complicated mazes. And they're deliberately done like that, so you find it hard to find your way out. Because the longer it takes you to find your way out, the more likely you are of seeing a game that you want to play. You know, you might walk past a game that you've never played and get interested in it, and then have a few goes, and they make a little bit more money out of you. And it's the same with the toilets. They'll put the toilets so far away from anything else, they might put the toilets up like 5 stories from where you are. And the reason why they do that is because if you know how far away the toilets are, you're less likely to go, because if you go to the toilet, you're likely to get your phone out and to check your phone, check your messages, check the time. So if they can stop you going to the toilet, you're less likely to want to leave. So they're very, very sneaky, very, very mean almost, isn't it? Very harsh way of doing it, but some very clever sort of tricks of the mind to be able to do that. So anyway, let's stop rambling for a minute. I'm sure you guys probably knew that. Maybe a couple of you didn't know that. It's an interesting little thing to think about, isn't it? You know, that the company deliberately does that. But that's sort of the shape. So what we've got like the one window in the middle, and then we've got like 2 windows, 1 window on either side of these 3, and it gives this really cool effect. I think it gives this really cool effect. And it'll be the same down this other side here. I think what we're going to do is we'll put a window in there, and then we'll put, quartz there. See how I'm sort of doing this pattern? It's like a U and then an upside down T pattern, isn't it? U, upside down T. U, upside down T. And then around the back here. If I can sort one level out so you guys can replicate it if you want to build it yourself. And then I can do a bunch of levels off camera. Because there's not really much more to the physical building, the exterior of the building at least, and until maybe up the top really. Skyscrapers in general are quite repetitive buildings, which is why I don't do too many of them on the series, because it's very difficult to make a video out of something that is so repetitive. Do you know what I mean? And I don't want to bore you guys, so let's come up here. I felt myself feel a little bit sick this morning and last night. I've been eating all of the chocolate and the candy and the sweets that I got from Christmas. And you always get quite a lot, don't you? You always get quite a lot of candy and sweets and stuff. And yeah, I had a little bit too many, I think. I'm trying out this design. I think it could look quite nice. What I'm doing is to make it so it's not just white all the way up. In some spots, either every floor, or every 2 floors, or every 3 floors, or something like that, I'm going to put either red or black in. And the reason why I'm doing either red or black is because they're sort of casino colours, aren't they? Red and black. I'll have 2 on red, or 13 on black. You know, it's the colours that roulette is, and obviously that's a very popular casino game, isn't it? Like that? That's confusing. And then we'll come out like this. Is that right? No, that should be like... No, that was right. That's right. That's good. Okay, so that comes around here. Now, I was originally thinking in my head, But you got to bear in mind that I thought the skyscraper was going to be a lot bigger. I thought it was going to be bigger. I really like this size. It's a perfect size. I'm so glad it's not bigger. But in my head, I did envision it bigger. So I was actually going to do a layer of red and then a layer of black on top. Now we might still be able to do that. I'm really not sure. It's possible. It's possible. We want that along there. Am I doing this right? It looks right so far. Let's have a look at the front. Have I, like, changed my tactic? No, I haven't. No, we're good. We're good. So what does that look like? That looks pretty cool. And then, potentially, we could put, like, a black one on top before we start the next level. And then we could go, like, maybe 3, 4, or even 5 floors before we do another layer of this wool. Hardened clay. That could be good. It could look really nice. Let's just go around what we've done so far, and then we'll back off and have a look, and then I can cut away for a little bit while I get some more floors in. What do you guys think, though? Oh, yeah. And then I'd really like a big 13. 20? I was going to say like 24 or something I was going to say. Oh, a big 13 on the like front of the building. I think that would look so cool. Okay, let me do that. I'll get this glass in as well on this bottom floor, and I shall be right back. Why do I roll my R's? I'm in a rolling R habit at the minute. Right. I'll be right back, guys. What do you guys think, eh? Now, I'm so glad I didn't do it as big as what I originally thought, because that took forever. That did really honestly take a very long time. I like cutting those corners off. It took an extremely long time. The window, how the windows are and how the blocks are, and because of the shape of it, it makes it so much longer. Like on a normal skyscraper, because the wall is like straight, you can just like build up like this. Do you know what I mean? But because all of the walls are like so many different angles and levels to it, it makes it really, really hard, especially when it comes to putting the windows in. In fact, no, that is right. Yeah, that is right. No, there is something wrong there. Oh, there's... Is it? Something's wrong. It's this one that's wrong. Oh, poop. No, it's not. What's wrong here? It's that one? Oh. Oh, why do I have to come back and show you that I done something wrong? That's not cool. Oh, no, it is right. It's this that isn't right. That should be there. That should be there. Take those ones away. And this needs to be taken away. That needs to go down like that. And then that goes like this. And then it's the windows. And then that one. And then windows. Yeah, I just placed that one window line out. That's what I mean. That's why it was so hard, was to make sure that it was all getting in line. But I love the colour scheme. I've left this middle blank because I didn't know where Lucky 13 was going to be. But let's try that. So, how many blocks wide is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks wide. So if we had a letter there and a letter there, how hard do it go? I usually do 3 by 5 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That works out pretty well. So that'd be 1, 2, and then Lucky, Lucky. There's no E, isn't it, in Lucky? Lucky. That's 5 letters. That's a shame, because that's an odd number. That's okay. We can swap that around like that then. Wonderful. Okay, so that'll be Luc, and then this one would be K, and then that one's Y. Okay, so we can go. Whoops, it was saving then. I wondered where the sound went. Luc. Boom, boom, boom. A K. We do like. Oops, like that. Is that a good K? Or we could do it one down. That's a better K. I like that K. And then Y. There's a few ways that we can do a Y. I think on this one, I don't do Ys very often that way round, like this. But I think we'll do it this time. Lucky. There we go. That's pretty cool. Lucky, and then 13. No, we'll do it in red as well. And then, so, just trying to get the spacing right. 1, 2, yeah, like that. So it's on this height. 1 will be here. Oops. 4, 5. Lucky. 13. How are we going to do a 3? Like a backwards E, maybe? If we do that. That's okay. Lucky 13 in red. And then I would really like to maybe underline it with black. I just wanted a little bit of black just to make it pop out a little bit. So if we come along here, and then along under this one as well. Yeah. One more. What does that look like from the front? That looks pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. And now I can put in windows where windows fit. Well, I suppose we could do windows all the way up. It doesn't really matter, does it? But this could go shooting up here. And then we have that one, this one. This is how I done the building, by the way. This is how I done the rest of the skyscraper. So that could be that could be filled into there, there. You'll see me how I put the windows in as well. I eventually got to a way of doing it, like a technique that was a lot quicker than what I started with. So then you got the walls in then, and then to do the windows, you go right up nice and close, get just below it, hold down your trigger, your left trigger, and then hold down your right analog stick. And that fills them all in. Apart from we didn't need to fill in all the way down here. And then the same on the way up, you just hold A and left trigger. But as long as if you're close enough to it, you won't place the blocks in any other place. If you stood back here and done it, you'd place glass blocks here as well, and then you'd have to go up and clean them. So you got to make sure you're nice and close to them. But that's looking pretty cool. I really like that colour scheme. That's a really nice colour scheme. I've got a couple of really cool ideas. In fact, let's do the ideas. Right? What we're going to need is we're going to need a block of anything, right? And I'm thinking if we got it in line with that one, okay, in line with that window, 2 blocks in from the side, just mark out where the road edge is, and then 2 blocks in from the side, so they should be in line. And then if we went under here like this, right, I'm pretty sure maybe some of you know what's coming, but we put this down like this, that and that, and we go on this side, and we go down here, fill them all in. Got to go around the edge. Make sure you get all the corners, otherwise it won't work. And then place down your beacon. You don't need to do the pyramid any bigger than that. In fact, you might be able to do it smaller. Hello, beacon? Hello, beacon? Is it not big enough? It might not be big enough then. Unless I'm doing something wrong. No, nothing's active. Oh, unless maybe I've got to pay? It might not be big enough. That might be what the problem is. Yeah, it's not big enough. Okay, let me make these. No, we'll do it together. Why not? I want to show you guys. So you need... I thought you could get away with that. I thought that's all you needed for the minimum of a... I'm sure it was. I'm sure you only need that. I must be wrong. I must be wrong. Unless it's something to do with the creative world it doesn't like. Maybe. Oh well. Alright, yeah, let me just fill these in around the outside. I'll make the pyramid a bit bigger and I should be right back. Okay, not quite sure what's going on. I was sort of half right and half wrong. I was half wrong because this top level, the actual beacon needed to be the top block and not the emerald block. I was being a bit of a derp there. But it didn't need to be any bigger, so I was sort of half right and half wrong. But this one isn't working. It's absolutely fine. All the emerald is all in here, look. Like there's There's literally no blocks missing from it. But I wonder if you can only have one block in a world on Xbox? Maybe? Maybe they've got a limit on it? Because what I really wanted, as you can see, they look like really sick, cool spotlights. Like shining up, like casino spotlights, like flashing about. And it would have been really cool to have one in either side. But I don't know. Maybe they're too close. Maybe if I come over here. If I'll build another one in this car park. Hiccups. 1, 2, oops. 3, 4, 5. And like this. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. This is how you build the pyramids. I was being a little bit derpy at first. I haven't played with these on our Zonocraft world yet too much. But I have used them on PC. See, that should work. Yeah, that works. Ta-da! So, is it because we are too close to that other beacon? It must be. It must be that you can't have two beacons so close to each other on Xbox. You can on PC, because people have done it. I'm pretty sure. So, what about if we tried it over here? That was the derpiest fill job ever, wasn't it? Very interesting. Myth busting with the one and only in the middle of a casino episode. All we've got really to do is the roof and maybe a little bit of detail around the side. What? Why does it work there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is going on? They must be just too close together. If it works here, it doesn't. It doesn't work there, but it works there. Yeah, there must be a distance involved then, that you can't build them too close to each other on here. Well, that's a bit of a shame. Maybe if I'd done some more experimenting, I could split them up further and to be far enough away that they'd both work, but they'd still work as spotlights for the casino. I'm not going to do that at the minute. I haven't got the time to do that at the moment, but that would be really cool. We could potentially move that over to right up to here if we wanted, so the beacon would come through there. That is a bit too close to the edge, but I'll have a go at that later on. Let's work out, do we want any detail of any of these slabs between the floors? Let's do the front, and we'll see if we like it or not. We'll do one side of quartz slabs, and we'll do one side of stone slabs, and we'll back off. Do we like it at all? And if we do, yeah, I like the quartz. I do like the quartz. That's so much more job work, though. I hate doing skyscrapers because I keep liking things that I need to add. Damn it. More off-camera work. Maybe I'll work out the beacons off-camera then as well later on. And then for this top part, I'm thinking black stained clay. Splash me. Over the same level as what we had last time. In fact, it'll be easier, though, to go around with our roof block first, which we always like to use cobblestone slabs. On this world, it's like our trademark... this is going to be easy, is it? It's like our trademark roofing block here. And, yeah, so that's going to be filled in. We'll have the black wool around the outside. That'll top it off really nicely with the black. And maybe we'll put a little penthouse at the top there. Yeah. Okay, let me do some more stuff off camera. I'll be right back. They're really blue, aren't they, these beacons? They're like really blue. Okay, yep, I'll be right back. Okay, still can't get these beacons to work. I've got all the slabs in now. That looks so cool. That's really added a lot of character to the building, for sure. I'll tell you what it reminds me of. Okay, and you need to be a little bit sort of creative to think this way. But to me, it looks like poker chips, like laying on top of each other. Do you know what I mean? Like just a big collection of poker chips, which is so perfect for a casino. But yeah, I even tried the smallest beacons you could even get, which are just 9 blocks with a beacon on top. That one still works, and I moved it right over. But, yeah. The last thing that we could possibly try would be to move this one over one more block, so the beacon's on the very outside of the building, okay, the very edge, but it's still not lit up. And then the same on this side, and we dig these emeralds into the side, like that. See that one? Why isn't this one on now? Now that's really interesting, because that's the only beacon that we've got on the entire world now. If I completely bust this up, look, so the beacon couldn't even be there. Take this away again. Is there a problem with the chunk, do you think, maybe? Like with the game? Because, like, it's emitting light, isn't it? I don't know. There's no beam. Ah! I figured it out. I figured it out. I feel so silly. I really, really do. I know what the problem is. I know what the problem is. And you guys didn't. I bet you didn't know. I bet you didn't know. I know what the problem is. Do. What we've got to do is... Oops. That goes there. Poof goes the beacon. Thank you. And then this one is trying to work, but let's get right on top of it. A beacon needs a clear line of sight to the sky. And we've got a plane on top of us. So if I poke that through. Ta-da! Wow, I feel so dumb. I knew I wasn't doing any... Ow, I hit my headphones. I knew I wasn't doing anything wrong, but I knew something must not have been right, and I just didn't think of looking up. Wow. Alright, guys. Well, maybe you learned that as well. Yeah, I can't believe it. Obvious they need... As soon as I looked up, I was like, yep, I know what the problem is. Oh, why didn't I look up earlier? I would have made myself look less of an idiot. Oh well. Okay, so if we fill around this outside here, the actual casino, I think, is as done as I want to do it. I don't want to add any more to it. I don't want to make it too complicated. I like the simplicity, but the detail that we've still achieved in the building. But I would like a little fountain. Just a little tiny baby fountain. Maybe with sandstone? Just a small one, because we haven't got much room here between the road and the actual place. So if we keep a very simple but pretty little fountain like this, in fact, we can make it prettier. We've got enough room to make it like that pretty. Wonderful. And then we'll place this down here. Every single skyscraper, or not skyscraper, every single casino needs some sort of water feature out the front, don't they? They always do. Let's make these corners still water. Whoops! Hello. I didn't want to do that. Oh, no, we've pooped it up. Start it again. You can poop the water up if you place things wrong like that. There we go. That'll go right now. So that goes like that. Let's hurry up. I would really... This was going to be a 2-episode build. But if we can get it in 1 episode, I'll be very chuffed. I think we can, even if it's a little bit of a longer episode. I still can't believe how derpy I was with those beacons. Wow. Hopefully you can forgive me for my derpiness. I'm sure other people have and will continue to fail at that. I hope I'm not the only one that has ever done it ever in Minecraft. I'm sure I'm not. I don't know how wide I want this pathway to be. We want it wide enough for people to walk around the fountain into the casino. So we're going to have to go... Let's go 2 blocks wider. Well, let's go 3 blocks wider. Why not? We'll probably fill it all in, to be fair. But let's just fill these 3 lines in. 1, 2, 3. Maybe we're going to put some leaves down the bottom here as well, out the front. That could potentially look quite nice. Oh yeah, I wanted a penthouse on the top as well, didn't I? We do have some stuff to do. Okay, let's hurry up. Let's keep building. Penthouse on the top. So, quartz. This is the middle right here. I don't want it too big. Oops, that's not quartz at all. I don't want it like a huge one. Let's go back one block. But I do want a nice sort of... just a room at the top. It's not even going to be that special. I just want one room at the top here. And not even that big or special or anything like that. It'll just give a really nice shape, I think. Whoops. Like this. Like this is the top level of the penthouse. Do you know what I mean? Like that. Like that. And then we could have glass all the way around it. That could look pretty sweet. If we go 3 layers of glass. So that's 1, 2. I have no idea how long this episode's been going on for. Probably, well, I know I've been recording for over an hour now. But I don't know, like, once I edit it and get rid of all the off-camera stuff, I really don't know how long this is going to be. So, if it's a long episode, hi. And if it's a short episode, then hi. Does that sound good? Sounds good to me. Either way, just keep watching. You'll enjoy it. I'm sure of it. There we go. Whoops. People have been asking me to do a Forza series. Unfortunately, I can't. I can't do a Forza series. I don't have the license from Microsoft. Whoops, it's raining. Oh no, you know what that means. I don't have the license from Microsoft to be able to play their games. I know Minecraft is technically a Microsoft game, but Minecraft is different. Minecraft has no licenses that you sort of have to follow, but games like Forza and stuff, they do, and I don't have the license to do it, unfortunately. But people have been asking me, have I been enjoying it? I have indeed. Thank you very, very much for asking. I've always loved the Forza games. I'm a huge car fan. You guys know I'm a car fan if you've been subscribed or at least listened to me for any short period of time. You'll know that I'm a huge car fanatic. Absolutely love cars. I love driving in real life, and oh yeah, just great fun to be able to do everything that you can't do on the road, but you can do it safely in a game. You know, you can speed down the road, you know, you can crash into other cars, and obviously you can't do that in real life. You will not only get in trouble, but you will most likely die as well. Can I put a carpet over these, do you reckon? Over these beacons? We'll find out. If we put it on the side... Oh, just crouch on. That might go out. I don't know. It might. It doesn't. Well, that's pretty snazzy. That's pretty cool. I want to make a feature of that now. What could we do? It's such a... Well, we could just leave it like that. No, I don't want them just coming out of the ground, do I? I might do. Now I know that I can just cover them like that. That is pretty cool. Isn't it? I don't want anything else out the front of this casino. I think I like it to be just like this. Do you know what I mean? There we go. Yeah, I sort of like them just coming through the carpet like that. That is so cool. That is really cool. What does it look like inside one of them? Whoa. Whoa! That is trippy if I spin around as well, look. Whoa, trippiness. Whoa, that's going to make me feel really sick. I apologise for any of you that now are vomiting all over your computer. I'm sure there's some of you. I know I would be if I was watching that back. I'm not going to be able to edit that bit, that's for sure. That looks so cool. It's a shame it's night time. Oh, shame it's raining. I can't stop the rain, unfortunately. We're on eternal day. And you can't sleep through it, which is a big shame. But oh well. Anyway, guys, we're going to leave it there. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And we shall see you in the next episode. Bye!